Look at a traditional construction site today, and you'll see disjointed teams operating off separate, two-dimensional paper blueprints. If an architect updates a design, the structural engineers and MEP contractors usually have to recreate their own 3D models from scratch to match it. When a physical error inevitably happens, say a pipe intersects a load-bearing beam, there is no single source of truth. The lack of centralized data immediately causes massive liability disputes, with each contractor pointing to their own siloed version of the plans. We often think of mega projects as logistical challenges of moving concrete and steel, but the real bottleneck is a complete vacuum of trust regarding data ownership and accountability. To solve this, the industry uses integrated digital delivery, or IDD. It borrows the logic of a blockchain ledger, locking thousands of fragmented documents into a single permanent digital chain of custody. Construction becomes a strictly verified digital governance system applied directly to the physical world. The foundation of this system is a legal protocol called the BIM Particular Conditions. This document sets the rules for exactly how digital building models are shared and protected among competing contractors. Under these conditions, the architect or engineer, known as the model author, retains absolute intellectual property rights to their work. When they upload a 3D design, they are legally granting a highly specific, trackable sub-license for the project to use it. If two contractors upload conflicting designs, the contract dictates that a single, unified final design model overrides everything else. It serves as the absolute, legally binding truth. This official standard establishes the Common Data Environment, or CDE. This is the centralized digital vault where all of this legally binding intellectual property is stored and managed for the entire project. The CDE acts as a chronological ledger. Every submitted RFI or safety check is timestamped and securely logged. Once data enters, security takes over. Past entries cannot be altered. Changes generate a permanent audit trail. By combining strict intellectual property contracts with an immutable data vault, ambiguity vanishes. Every digital contributor is permanently accountable for the exact lines they draw and the decisions they make. That protected digital IP is translated directly into the real world. Complex architectural components are carved out and assembled off-site using automated, high-precision robotic machinery. As soon as a physical part is created, it goes through a process called serialization. Each component receives a unique QR code or RFID tag. Scanning the tag logs the part's creation into the CDE. As it moves, logistics teams scan the tag, updating its location in real time. When installed, a final scan links its precise physical placement directly back to the original 3D design and IP author. Specialized construction platforms constantly sync this physical tracking with the project's master digital ledger, making it nearly impossible to lose inventory. Serialization bridges the gap between digital plans and physical materials. It guarantees a building is assembled exactly as contracted and provides a perfectly trackable history for every piece. When construction concludes, the project yields two separate products, the physical structure itself and a fully populated asset information model. Because the CDE relies on open APIs, the system automatically extracts structured data throughout the build, like piling records and concrete cube test results, and submits them directly to government regulatory bodies. By automating this data transfer, contractors eliminate manual data entry entirely. It prevents compliance fraud and ensures absolute accuracy in regulatory reporting. This creates a perfect digital twin of the structure. Years later, a facility manager can walk down a hallway with an augmented reality tablet, look behind a finished wall, and instantly pull up the original author, contract, and installation history of a specific pipe. The modern megastructure is a heavily engineered chain of verified data that happens to take the shape of a building.